There we go. There we- Hey, babe, how you doing? I know it's kind of unusual. We doing Tuesday night together. We're not going to do Wednesday, so we're going to do an impromptu Tuesday, and we're going to talk about a topic. You know, one of the topics we was talking about was waking up with the same person after 30 years. I don't need this.
We got to introduce ourselves first.
Oh, you want to introduce yourselves? I'm
I mean,
Marcus.
there are going to be people watching that don't know us.
Oh, this is why you my true have. You keep me. This is my lovely baby Keya. Say hi, Keya.
Hello, everyone.
And I'm Marcus, and this is Data from the Real. Today we're doing another live. As always, since you remind me of things I forget to do is I'm a little nervous today. A little more nervous. I don't know why. I guess part of the reason is like I said, Tuesday you and Cousin's Day, and now I'm like, okay, yeah, and Wednesday is me and Don and I's day. And so it's kind of off. So I gotta get my mojo. It's hot, huh? So
I like my tea hot, but that's hot.
that's my fault because when I heat it up, I was like, okay, I'm rushing, and if I forget to do it, I ain't want that tea to be cold.
Cool. Because I don't like it cold.
Yeah.
I rather deal with the hot and let it cool off.
Yeah. So before we jump into the topic. You always tell me I got to make sure I do disclaimer, which I have been slipping on. And the disclaimer is basically saying, hey, we are not experts or professional. These are our opinions. This is a platform for open dialogue. Data from the real about being positive, right?
Yep.
So with that being said, the topic is waking up with the sun. I'm still cute. Waking up with
Hey, feel it.
Waking up with the same person after 30 years. And that was actually one of the suggestions somebody brought up. When we were actually seeking topics and what people want to talk about. And you said to me, it's like, how are we going to talk about that? And we ain't been together 30 years. Well, that's very much true. But we only trying to have a journey of 30 years plus, right? So we have to formulate a steps or a plan or some kind of method to do so.
Yeah.
And with that happening is
what up, Tart? Hey T. Oh, y'all in here tonight. Okay.
See, it's that Tuesday mojo.
Y'all showing up tonight. Look, y'all showing up on the night I'm the less energetic.
I'm gonna give you some of this energy.
Listen, if y'all come regularly, y'all will see that I'm typically like high energy, but I'm not feeling high energy this evening, physically, but I feel high energy inside, y'all. So what about that? I can turn my neck a little bit.
That's because that's a burning love for me, baby. That's all that is.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Don't deny it.
Burning fire love.
Shit. I know when you think about me, you say hubba hubba guy dog.
I do, baby. Hubba hubba.
Yeah. But and you said to me about the 30 years. I'm gonna stay on because I gotta stay on topic. I go for a tangent real quick. I got that ADD on me. AD, yeah. Anyway, I'm not always tight. So, and we had to come up with, thinking about it. And as I was thinking about this topic, and you're my 30 plus or my forever woman, and it's like I really have to create a roadmap for this. And it's because just a few months ago, maybe a month ago, I was in a lounge and I was speaking to a gentleman, and him and his wife been married, I don't know, it was 30 years or around 30 years. and they're really about to go through a divorce.
Mm.
And so it kind of, and I know that topic was on our topic board, but it kind of maybe it kind of resonated.
Mm-hmm.
And when it resonates like that, it's like, okay, I see the bad side. Now, how could I see the good side? You know, my parents were married or are married, whatever how you want to call it, all my life, and I'm 48 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know, up until he died, they was married, and all I knew was them being married. So, could I say that was a roadmap? Not necessarily, because there's in and outs I don't see or not privy to as a child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I see more now as an adult and understand more. But that's the thing. How can I, especially as leading a household, make sure we stay on that right path of being forever? Which even in early stages, we have some hell of a road bumps, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And do now in the years to come, do the road bumps get smaller and the road get smoother, or do they get bigger? And if it gets bigger, how do we know? How do we still navigate? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's a concern, and that's probably a concern for a lot of people. You know, you often hear people talk about the 7 year itch. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that make or break time,
Yeah.
and that's could be scary for somebody or anybody who's around that 7 years or who's wanting to get back into the life of being a relationship or getting married or living together. And I can't just say be married, but just be in that place.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, babe?
Yeah. I mean, so when you said this one we're gonna talk about, I was like, so you do know I've been married twice, right?
You know what not to do. Shit.
I'm like, how I'm gonna talk about being married for 30 years? We need to have some guests on here. That's what I thought when you said that. Um, but I think what you said is right, and I didn't think about it in those terms, like in terms of preparing to be with somebody for 30 years, right? Preparing to uh tart stupid. He talking about yeah, but they suck.
Thank you for saying I answer.
He talking about you're an expert. I'm really not. I'm an expert in what not to do. That's what I would tell you I'm an expert in, to be honest. Like I'm truly transparent about my situation, and um one thing that I can truly say, because I'm in such a different phase of life, is I lacked a lot of growth during those two marriages. I lacked a lot of self-love and self-worth and understanding. And quite frankly, one of the biggest things for me was the energy that I had in those marriages. And so I showed up in a certain energy. So it's no wonder I got some of the things in response to that energy from both husbands. So I take my accountability and my part in those. So I know all the things not to do. I think what I am most proud of in our relationship is the fact that we have a very different type of relationship than I've ever had. It's been the healthiest relationship that I've had. We communicate very differently than any relationship that I've had.
Okay.
We we argue different. We disagree. I'll say we disagree differently than I have in any other relationship. Um, have we had moments where we've yelled at each other? Yeah, but I am again very proud of how we deal with each other in terms of when we disagree. It's not toxic. Um, it doesn't feel like it's an emotionally or mentally abusive relationship like I've felt before in the past. And I think in order to have longevity in any relationship, And this goes beyond loving relationships, right?
Right.
I think one of the key components that we sometimes don't understand that's important is conflict, but having healthy resolution. I think you can't have long term relationships with people, healthy ones, without conflict. You get to learn a lot about people and yourself with conflict. And so, even over time, I think we've even learned a lot about ourselves and about each other through conflict. We've learned how to handle conflict differently. We've learned how to um, just listen sometimes and not listen to respond, just do that active listening like Shamika, talked about and gave us examples on how to do. So I think those things are important to a lasting, long, healthy, loving partnership.
So that's one of the things. Actually, bring up a couple of things out. That was on my points to on this roadmap. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the disagreements. That's one, and you covered that well. And the second is compromise. You know, and for 30 plus years and beyond, we're not going to agree
Mm-hmm.
on every single topic.
Yep.
And I'm believing in, and that's one of our strong suits is the learning to compromise. Okay, because we're both stubborn at times.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm quick to say I'm a grown ass man,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to be a lonely ass man. So I have to learn to give in, and I won't say give in, learn to
Yeah, because it's
adjust.
not giving in, I don't think,
Yeah,
at
it's
all.
learn to adjust or accept because there are a lot of things you compromise in a relationship. And
Mm-hmm.
this one, I'm gonna speak specifically. You ain't assuming my words. That you compromise in this relationship, and I have to reciprocate that because one of the things we will not do is make everything one sided.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking. I also think a lot of times as you get farther into a relationship, you forget that compromise and you get complacent with it.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad would say this sometimes, but he ain't mean it all the time. He'd be like, "She'll be all right. She'll be all right."
Mm-hmm.
And I say that sometimes, but I don't mean it all the time. But yeah, I ain't gonna say
Yeah,
it.
you say it too.
I ain't gonna say it to your. I ain't gonna say it to your face. Shit. But it's a compromise. But
Your energy say it. You just walk away like whatever.
but my heart be with you. I don't walk away without my heart leaving.
Yeah.
I'm clean this shit up.
No, your energy say that too.
Yeah, I'm telling you the energy. I need you. To get, you need to get energy illiterate shit. But no, it's that complacency of not wanting to compromise.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be the point where I have to say I'm the man of the house. What I say goes, and that's not the type of foundation we built. You know, every every voice has a place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I may have to have a final decision on certain things, but your voice it carries so much weight. Like I can you not make a decision and it's wrong before you get in my ear. I'm already hearing you in my ear. you know, but every decision I make, I'm always thinking of. I'm gonna try to. I can say I'm always 100%. It's gonna be the best interest of us.
Yeah.
But 100% is gonna be. It's gonna be never to the detriment intentionally, but it's always gonna be 100% in my heart that I'm trying to keep us up, keep us going, keep us moving.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I will always compromise. I'm gonna always try to compromise to the best of my ability or the best of the situation.
Yeah.
Because always is a strong word. I don't want to say I may
Don't say always.
Yeah, I'm gonna try, but I will always say that my heart is always going to be with you in the interest of us. It's never to the point where I'm gonna try to take us down intentionally.
Yeah, and I know that. I'm trying to see that comment over there.
Okay.
Bobby, my baby girl on. My baby girl on. Her
Oh.
and Peter are on YouTube. They're on the
Oh.
YouTube side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. Hey, mama. Cool. That's everybody. A lot of people on here tonight, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what you got to say about the compromise, babe?
I think we do well. We do very well with compromise. I think that, and here's the thing that I think about compromise with us specifically. What happens is we both are already thinking about each other already.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot easier to compromise because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, because I'm already thinking about you and what would make you happy and what would be the most comfortable for you. And you're already thinking about what's going to make me the happiest and what's going to be the most comfortable for me. So because we're already thinking in that vein,
Right.
it's easier to compromise for us. So I don't think we have the struggle with compromise like that because we're always considering each other. So I tend to already know what you want, and you tend to already know what I want.
Yeah. Sometimes you do something I want to be a little scary. Like, how you know? You and that energy. I don't know what it is, but like, or you know when I need something I don't need. I ain't know I needed it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's that studying you. I guess it's that studying you do of me, and just that natural love that you have. So it's like, yeah, she know. But when you also we talking about compromise, it's also accepting of each other and, and who they are.
Absolutely.
You know, we're not going to be the same person 30 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to be accepting of your ways in that 30 plus years because I have to be in love with you. Your ways are you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I have to accept, like I said, that I'm already gonna hear you in my ear. I have to accept that.
Yeah.
You know, and even though I may not like it, but I love you, so it don't bother me like that. What a supervisor said to me one time, his name was Ernie, and he was like, people always ask me how him and his wife been together 40 something years.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, how did he? They've been together 40 something years, and how did he know she was the right one? His simple answer was, the shit that other people do that bothers me, when she do it, it doesn't.
Mm.
He said, all the stuff that people do that irritates me, whenever she does it, it doesn't affect me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how he knew that that's how one way he just knew that was the one. So much as I may not like something, it doesn't anybody else, it may not affect me like that. When you do it, okay. So any other lady that I might deal with and some of the things that you may do, I may not like, I may not like it,
Mm-hmm.
but don't bother me as much as like somebody else. It's like, okay,
Because I'm
babe.
pretty awesome.
I ain't gonna take it from you. I ain't gonna take you that pretty. You are you little spectacular. You got well, Miss Awesome. You got anything else to add to that?
Yes.
Your awesome ass.
Yes, I think that you really broke that down in a way that I agree with this.
Okay.
I agree that when you find a person that you can accept things that you wouldn't particularly be able to accept with other people, that is a sign. Because even as you talked about the things that I do, and I immediately start thinking about, first thing that came to my mind was how you drive. And I was like, if I could deal with the way he drive, yep, that's my forever. Because he drive like he's 77 with bad eyesight.
I'm being extra cautious because that precious cargo. How about that? That's an excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
I mean, I know you've been telling that story for a long time, but whatever.
Yeah, and
We'll go with it.
yeah, and I remember the day when you realized that we were first starting dating, and I got us lost. I was taking turns like I was trying to ditch somebody, and you just bust out laughing.
Yeah, that was early in our date.
Yeah, and you said I must like you.
I did. I was like, I must like you, because I would have went off on anybody else. Like, where the hell are you taking me? What are we doing?
Trying not to use the GPS.
Why are we going in circles? And it's so funny, y'all, because he didn't use the GPS, but this man uses the GPS to go around the corner. So he wasn't being his authentic self. He must have been embarrassed to use the GPS.
Yeah, you looking all crazy like.
Because we was lost. And I was like, bruh.
I had a full tank of gas though. We would have got where we need to go.
It was so funny.
He should have drove.
That's why a lot of times y'all will see me driving, because I can't. I cannot with him.
I know how to change brakes in the car. Shit, they wear out. I just put new brakes on. They ain't but $49. Shit.
Oh Lord.
My brake lights work.
Man.
So no, one of the things is we were just talking about how we saying we're not going to be the same person ever how many years from now. Because we're always evolving, or maybe de-evolving, but we're changing.
Yeah.
And what we have to do is make sure we change in the same method, the same manner. Make sure our changes complement each other. Like our personalities have to complement each other to make it, forever and beyond. And I think that's going to be one of our biggest challenges. That's truly in my heart. I think it's a big challenge because fundamentally, we have certain things that's how we move is different. Even though we complement each other, but fundamentally, you're more of the writer, the intellectual. I'm more of the imaginary. You know what I mean?
Play all day.
Play all day. Mama sleep all night. And so we have to make sure as you involve in that, in your strength of that, and I involved in my mood of this, that we don't evolve it separately.
Yeah.
So we always got to kind of shift and make sure our commonalities evolve more than anything. And as I was saying earlier about the gentleman who's about to get divorced, when I was talking to the lounge, and one of the reasons why he says he's gonna get divorced now?
Why?
They became empty nesters. Then outside the kids,
because they made their kids their life, which I talk about often.
Right. Outside the kids, they had nothing in common. All they do was football games, running up and down the road, doing this. And then when time to come home and after works and everything, only thing was left was eating and sleeping. The kids are gone. So now I'm just looking at you.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, what the fuck you do? You think about what the fuck you do all day.
Well, I mean, I don't know their situation, but I mean, one of the key components is also being friends, right? having a friendship.
Right.
We have a friendship. So we can go and do things together. We both enjoy some of the same hobbies. So we can do those things together and separately, right? We can talk about those things when we're together. Whether we're engaging in it or not, we can still have conversations about it. We can um, explore new hobbies together.
Okay.
So it's a number of different things that you can do to maintain the friendship, right? I think one of the things that happened when I um stopped drinking was I was thinking like, okay, when we do entertainment, when we, are doing certain things, how is that going to impact the relationship? Because that's one of the things that we would do together.
Right.
And, you know, behind the scenes, that's just something that I was just kind of watching and paying attention to. And
No surprise.
I don't have to, I've got to see, I don't have to do it for you to still enjoy yourself. You don't feel like I need to drink so you can enjoy yourself, or that you need me to join in with you so that, it seems like we're both, because I have fun without alcohol.
Right.
So I don't. So you see that we still have the friendship. We can still have fun. We can still have laugh and kid around with each other. So I think one of the main things is having the friendship component, not just having the. A lot of relationships just have the relationship part.
Hmm.
They don't have the friendship part.
Okay.
They're not checking in with one another, and saying, "Hey, how are things going? How are you feeling? Um, is there anything I can do to help, or to, do you just need a listening ear?" Those types of things.
Right.
And so we have those things. And even if we grow, because I think we're two very different people. Well, I know we are. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going in one direction a lot of times and you're going in another. That's not really the issue. The issue for me is if we're going in separate directions and we're not communicating with each other. We're not making it known to the other person that, hey, I have a desire to do this. Or I have, like, even when I told you I wanted to start doing dancing, and I was like, I want to just go to some dancing classes, right? And I said to you first, I wanted you to go with me. And you were like, oh, I don't really want to do that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going because it's something that I want to do. So I want to do it with you, but if you don't want to do it, I'm still going to do it. And it would be no different if you came to me and said, hey, I want to go to a woodworking class and I want you to go with me. If I said, I don't want to go, I don't think that's going to end the relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I think there does have to be some compromise in certain things, but we still understand the needs of each other and try to, be supportive to one another in those ways.
Yeah. And that's big. Now, because we come on empty nester syndromes. Well, I just saw empty nester syndrome because somebody in the comments say empty nester syndrome. I ain't just pull that word up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Giving all the time to your children, you can forget about yourself.
Yep.
What are the things you like to do? What are your interests?
Mm-hmm.
And that could be a scary thought, like because you have time to develop the other parts of your personality, and that's could lead to, like I said, could lead to divorce after 30 something years, or 20 something years when the kids are grown,
Mm-hmm.
because they have to make their own way and they're making their own family. And no, okay, when they're making their own family,
Yeah,
what
they
about
gone.
now what about the core family here?
Yep.
Just looking at each other. I want to look at you after a certain amount of years. Look at you. I want to smile.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we sometimes we see the older people.
Yeah.
You could tell they neither one barely can walk, but they holding hands.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't walking but an inch in a minute. But you
Mm-hmm.
can tell they still like first day love.
Yeah.
And that's when I want to make sure we maintain. You know, and like just some of the comments real quick. Your baby girl said, "Don't let nobody pass us." And who's supposed to say, "You don't have to." I'm gonna let you read the comments because I'm gonna mess them all
I
up.
can't
Shit.
see them all.
Here you go. You go some more
Because
here.
that one is going to show all of them, right?
Yeah, but this will come up faster. Okay. This comes up fast, but I could.
Fee said you have to still have a relationship outside of the kids. Kick them to the curb. LOL. Right. Fee said your life revolves around the kids at times, and it's a journey getting back to yourself when the kids leave. Absolutely. Don said, keep that fire going, Marcus.
So real talk, that was another point.
Is that what he said?
But about Don saying keep that fire going, but that's another point I have on my bullet points.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
You're not letting that ember or letting that flame burn out after years and years of success, or that flame has to be, the fire has to be stoked, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still have to give a fire a fuel to burn.
Yep.
I still have to need that desire to come see you when I'm coming home from somewhere, that need to be around you, or that love I get when we laying in the bed, you're like, okay, you kind of hold me, or when you want me to rub your back, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. There's certain patterns that we thrive off of.
Yeah.
And that has to be there forever.
Mm-hmm.
That touch should feel the same now as in 2050. Mm-hmm. My touch should feel the same to you, and vice versa. And we have to, that's what I'm saying, that has to be, I want to say it's probably one of the biggest foundation. That biggest thing is like, yo, I don't care. That's my woman. I need her.
Even when all my hair turned gray.
So
that's love.
Yeah, when it turned gray, I don't care. It's my gray.
And this is my bald head.
Your hand's cold. Shit, your hand's cold. I'm glad you got a warm heart.
I'm cold. That's why I said cut the air off.
Shit, I was hot. Once again, we got to compromise.
Shoot. It's freezing in here, y'all. It's freezing. I'm cold.
Okay. I'll work it out. We gonna be all night. I'll bring up I'm gonna bring up one a couple more points. Because it's Tuesday. The first one, or one of the last ones, and this is very important. Keep people out your shit. You remember we were watching BMF?
Mm-hmm.
And I want to tell a story when the lady came and said, "Oh, I saw your man."
Yep.
And it wasn't even what she was. It wasn't even what she saw, right? Mm-hmm. And it was about to be a whole slobber knocker.
Mm-hmm.
I watched too much wrestling, but anyway. But the outside voices, it's like it could chip away at the stone, Then after it keeps chipping, you ain't got no stone, no rock, no nothing anymore. Mm-hmm. Or it can whittle away at the foundation.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest keys, even from day one to last day of living. Keep them outside influences out.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm talking male and female. I want to make sure because we always say keep the women out, but them men are messy as hell too.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
So
got to keep it close to the chest.
Yeah. You ever had the messy people try to mess up your shit?
I haven't had anybody come to me like with anything, like a friend or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I haven't experienced that.
Another thing could be is they inadvertently try to mess you up, or subconsciously, because mm-hmm. you're in a place they wanted to be at.
Yeah.
And I think they have to be careful of that.
Mm-hmm.
Drama.
Pay attention.
Yeah, it could spread.
Some people like drama.
And even right, sometimes they don't realize they're doing it.
Mm-hmm. You just got to realize they're doing it. That's the most important part.
And then and sometimes it's not easy. Sometimes I'm gonna say it's not easy.
Well, it's not easy for you. It's easy for me.
For how long? Forever?
To pick up?
Like that. Hey, these people don't inadvertently mean me no good.
Well, you know, I pick up on that. It may not be that day, but I pick up on it. You've seen me do that. Don't be acting like just over here trying to. I know we on the podcast, but we're gonna keep it 100. This date affirm the real. Let's keep it 100 at all times. You didn't see me do it. You didn't see me deuces folks who I didn't feel like meant me any good and meant us any good.
No, you right.
Okay,
you right.
Don't keep it 100 now.
I'm for the ones that she might
sips tea.
Yeah, the ones that she let go. How y'all been? Y'all doing all right on the other side? I ain't heard nothing. I ain't heard nothing about y'all. Hope things are going well, cause I can't talk to y'all no more.
Sure can't. Chuck the deuces.
I can hear you now talking about I.
Wait, him and Felicia. Look, Felicia. See, you know what, Fee? You was on my side. You didn't let Yule and Ray get you. Wait, you were talking about she pick up and then release them. And then Fee talking about release. Fee! Oh, Lord. I can't.
So.
We got some other comments I can't see over there, though.
I got it.
No, on there.
Oh, okay. I see it. I'll bring it up. All right. Baby girl said, absolutely. A different growth of love requires a certain isolation that you was once accustomed to. Right on.
Exactly. Let
me go check that. Make sure there's something on Instagram. Oh, wow. We got a lot of people on Instagram. Right on.
We got a lot of people on Instagram?
Yeah. Oklahoma Cigar Diva said, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all.
You know, what up, Maisha? Not Maisha.
Maisha, yeah. You know, Cuzzo
on there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right on.
Y'all showing up on Instagram tonight. That's what's up.
Hey, mama, little cuz. All right. Shit.
Okay. Y'all showed up tonight, didn't y'all? For this impromptu, he called me telling me we're going to do an impromptu live. I said, what you up to? What is this?
Well, one, I want to do something tomorrow. I want us to go out and do something tomorrow.
Oh.
You know, tomorrow's usually a lot. Matter of fact, hey, Don, if you're on there, come on here a second real quick. And stay in my background for a minute. My Don's mother cold, so I got to make sure I check on him. He helps me keep me straight.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Both of y'all
Thank you, Don.
Oh, someone else said, who's that? Rick? Another comment coming up. It says your life revolves. I fucked all that words. I think that's old comment. Love mine. Woo. That was an old comment.
Too many words, babe.
Too many words. I think with yes, no, and thank you.
Look, stop trying to read the long comments. I read the long comments because they don't want to hear all that stuttering. You. I know that damn stutter.
I be remixed the shit out of some words.
He be. That's another reason you know I love him because I be sitting there like.
When I get happy.
What you get right say?
When I get happy or even a little nervous, I get to stutter like that. Or stuttering more.
I mean, typically it's like it's just a little stutter here and there, boy. But when he get worked up, baby, it be. Get it out. Don in the background waiting for you. Don't read no more comments. Your ass fine.
Did you just snort? You just snorted.
I did.
Hey,
That shit was funny.
before I bring them on.
Stop laughing for you stutter.
I'm gonna do it like you and Shamika do.
Namaste, babe.
Right on.
Ask the universe to help you not to stutter.
Shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to get I'm about to get a headache. All right, so real quick, baby. Before I bring more, I gotta ask you. I gotta ask you.
Okay, babe. Okay. Okay.
Are you gonna be my forever in 30 years plus from now?
Yeah, babe.
Raise your left hand. Raise
Raise
your
my left hand.
raise your left hand. You promise? I ain't gonna.
Really,
I'm
babe?
not gonna get on one knee.
Really?
So I'm doing this now because we built this platform together, we always say we're gonna be together, and I got this ring for you. Say, will you marry me, baby?
Yeah. Oh, babe. I knew you was up to something.
Yeah, I ain't always up to something. I still want to go out tomorrow. Where your left hand at?
I knew you was up to something. Oh. Yeah, what is
So I'm gonna put these on. So I'm gonna bring Don on and let him say something for me. I ain't gonna be able to hear him.
How's it going, peeps?
Hi, Don.
How's it going? Congrats there. Way to go,
Thank
Marcus.
you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Marcus hit me up earlier, and you know how he usually does, want me to spit some poetry, and he was like, "Man, you got to come up with something." But you know, to me, poetry is nothing. I just sat down for 5 or 10 minutes, and I was already working on something, so I just tweaked it a little bit, and I'm gonna spit it tonight. It's the first time I'm spitting it, and first time y'all gonna hear it. But I think it's appropriate for this occasion here that we have here. And the title of this piece is called "Love Like Poetry." So here it goes. I might stutter a little bit, but it's all worth it. If it stays, it is love, but not in the sense of the word, but one with affirmation. A love story backed by the love languages. From the beginning, nothing else could be above. Euphoria amongst the clouds. At this point, it gets better. Together, as one you will become. From this day forward, write your story, as the love is like poetry for all the world to read.
Mm. Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God. That was beautiful. Thank you, Don.
You're welcome. Congrats,
We're gonna talk to
Marcus.
Don a little later. Thank you, bro.
No problem, man. Appreciate that. Anytime.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And so
I knew you was up to something.
you got some comments in your Instagram. You know, Cuz said yes, Don. She also said congratulations. Dallas said congrats. Bree said so sweet. Let's go. You know, all a bunch of other ones. So and all those out in Facebook and YouTube, we thank you. I just wanted to share this with everybody. Um, remember we kind of talked about you want your proposal to be something special.
Mm-hmm.
This is my special to you. Something we did together.
Yeah.
Something to express the love that we have for each other. And if you're gonna rock this, you're gonna rock these 30+ years. Let's do it.
We rocking it, y'all. Ray talking about you were crying. I know you were crying.
Hey, give him a tissue.
Tori talking about you crying, you'll kneel. Oh my God. Listen, I knew he was up to something, y'all. I didn't know it was gonna be this, but I knew he was up to something. Oh my God. Thank you, baby.
You're welcome.
I's engaged officially.
So babe, we're gonna go.
You told them.
We're gonna enjoy.
You told them, didn't you?
We're gonna enjoy this night, and we'll see y'all next time. give him the peace sign, baby.
Hey, y'all better come over here. We gotta celebrate.